Hello and welcome to Finishing Touch, the Euros special. Ben, it's just me and you today. How we doing again, mate? All right?
Good, mate. Buzzing. Long to go.
What we a day away as we record this for the first match?
Yes, Friday night. Turkey, Italy. It's going to be on each. Not on each. Borefest.
I think I've got 2-1 Italy on my score prediction. I think I've just checked it there.
That's not bad. You're expecting goals. I'm expecting to fall asleep.
So today we're just going to go. We're going to run through what me and Ben think the Scotland team should be on Monday afternoon. And then we'll say quickly what we think Steve Clarke will go, because we're probably both wrong. And then we'll run through our Euros predictions. So we'll go winner, top scorer, flop of the tournament, and best player of the tournament as well. Sorted. Right, Scotland team, mate. Do you want to go first, or will I? Or will we go player by player?
We could go player by player, but what we'll probably need to agree on the now is he's going to play a 5-3-2.
He'll play. He'll play.
Right. So as long as that, right. So I'll goalie, Marshall.
Yep, I've went the same.
Marshall. I think that's a
given.
A stick on. I had this discussion with a few folk about the right wing back situation. I think I might have said it to you as well. If we have the ball a lot, which maybe the odd spells of games we'll have, I would have Patterson on the pitch if we had the ball a lot, but I don't see it happening, or I don't even see Clarke seeing it happening. So probably O'Donnell, because
is that what you've put?
Better defender. Aye.
Right, okay.
I've literally put if we anticipate having the ball, I would have Patterson, and if we don't, then I would have O'Donnell.
Fair. So I've put Patterson in my team, but similar to yourself, I don't think it will happen. I suppose you've also got the option of, I don't think this will happen, but as an option, I think Forrest and Ryan Fraser have played there before for Scotland, didn't they? But I think he'll stick with O'Donnell. But I've put Marshall and Patterson. That was my first two.
Aye.
That was my first two.
My back three, going from right to left, I've got Cooper.
Same.
Hendry.
Right, same.
And Tierney.
Same.
And by the way, if anybody's asking, we've not showed each other the teams before this, so this is off the cuff. But I'm pretty sure every Scotland supporter will be thinking the same.
Similar,
obviously. Robertson left wing back, and then 3 centre midfielders: McTominay, Gilmore, McGinn.
Same.
And then 2 strikers.
This is where I think I might disagree here.
All right, the 2 non-Scottish guys in the team. I've got Adams and Dykes.
All right, so yeah, I've went Adams and Nisbet. But I see that's
no big man up top then.
Don't get me wrong, I like Lyndon Dykes, and I think so that as I said, this is just my team that I'd play. I think Steve Clarke will play Dykes, because I think he will. I think certainly against England and Croatia, when we probably won't have the ball, we'll look to smash it up to his big head, and then he'll hold it up.
Hold it up, mate. Hold it.
But no, I've went Adams and Nisbet. I think they're probably our best two, strikers, by the word. I don't think Dykes' finishing is very. Well, it's not the greatest, but
it's quite suspect. But listen, mate, I'd hope he proves us wrong. I really hope that he scores 3 and 4 goals and only gets 4 chances and scores them all. I would love that, but can't see it. The only other contentious thing I was thinking of was the 3 centre halves I've got. I would have Cooper in there, and I would have Tierney in there all the time. 2 guys playing in the Premier League. I think Cooper's been very good. Captain of Leeds, I'm sure.
Who did you play? Did you play Hendry or Hanley?
Hendry. I'm not having Grant Hanley anywhere near my back line.
So, mate, that's what I've scored it. So I've wrote Hanley, and then I've wrote Hendry, and then I've wrote Hanley again, and then I've scored them out, and I've went back to Hendry. So
Hammerhead Hanley, man, size him.
I think,
I just couldn't.
No,
not for me.
No.
The only other thing I said was, if you didn't want Hendry or Hanley in there, I would definitely have McTominay as part of the back three, and then have either McGregor or Turnbull in the midfield. But then again, you've kind of not got a big, kind of strong ball winner then in there, the middle of the park. So, because you want McGinn going forward as much as possible. So that's where I was a wee bit kind of caught between, because McTominay as a centre half would be pacey and kind of aggressive, and that's maybe something that Hendry's a bit pacey, but maybe not as aggressive. But maybe we'll see that he is if he's been away playing first team football for a while.
I know. Hopefully,
maybe it'll show. Show.
I've got McTominay and Gilmour McGinn in there, but I don't think that'll. I think so. What he's gave McTominay number 4, which makes me think he might play him at the back, but I really hope he doesn't.
I'm not going to look too much into the numbers personally.
See, I didn't think
that's nothing. I just don't want to do that.
I didn't think I would, and then when they came out, I was like, oh, because Gilmour was like 23 or something. 23. Aye, and McTominay was 4 in that, and then I think it was Adams and Dykes are 9 and 10 or something like that, maybe, or something. So I'd imagine that they might play. That doesn't matter. So I went McTominay, Gilmour again, and then Adams and Nisbet up top. But as I said, I don't think that's what he'll play. I've wrote down what I think he might play. Sorry, I've went Marshall. I think O'Donnell will play, and then I've went Hanley, Hendry, and Tierney for Steve Clarke's back three. Robertson, and then I think he'll play McTominay, McGregor, and McGinn. And
I think
Dykes and
then
Fraser.
Obviously the two up front.
I think he'll play Fraser off Dykes, mate. Do you know that? I think he'll play either Fraser or Christie. I don't think
he'll leave Adams out.
He'll play some wee quick guy, I think. Do you know that?
Do you think Adams is quick?
He's quick, but he's an out and out striker, kind of like he's not a. Whereas Christie sort of plays in the hole. Fraser can drop in as well and sort of he's a wee bit extra numbers when we don't have the ball. I hope that doesn't happen.
I think the 5-3-2 with the two strikers is what he'll do. But do you know what? We'll find out best on Monday at 2 o'clock.
On Monday, aye. We're forgetting that Ryan Christie turns into prime Ronaldinho when he puts a Scotland jersey on.
Aye, the guy's a joke.
Aye,
when he puts that Scotland strip on.
When he plays for Celtic, he's like just your average Sunday league player.
Aye, that's him. That's him.
And then Euros, mate. Euros predictions overall. Again, just for MD that's watching, we've not
Scotland, mate.
As he points to the Scotland badge.
Scotland,
we've not shown each other this. We've not discussed this previously or that. You want to go for your winner first, or will I go?
Can I see by France? There you go. I'll just make it short and sweet. Can I see by them? There's no really much to back up. See, I don't even think I need to explain myself. They've just got strength and depth. World Cup winners as well. I think the last team to go World Cup and then Euros was Spain.
Aye.
France have got every chance of doing that.
Aye, no, I'm the same, mate. I've went France. I think, as you say, like strength and depth. I think they've been lucky just to call up Karim Benzema, one of the best strikers in the world, who's been there for ages, and they've done all right with him.
Proper come on to a game in the past few years, I know. So it's not as if they're calling Benzema up as like a token gesture. They're calling him up to play, and he merits it. So they're the ones to beat for me.
Mate, even like, I mean, if you think of like top strikers, Giroud doesn't come to mind straight away, right? But mate, I've seen he's only 4 goals or something, or 6 goals off Thierry Henry's all-time France record. That's
mate, he's a joke. Big handsome bastard. He's a joke, mate. He's just that guy. I was watching it the other night. Giroud, mate. I was watching him the other night, and like he'll be leaving the box, or so you think, and the ball get whipped in, and as soon as it gets to the winger, he's active and he's right in front of the defender, and he's massive, and you can't get round him. And see that outside of the fit finish with the left foot, he's got that on lock. He is so good at that, mate. And it's just, he's some player in my opinion.
Absolutely. But like, I don't even think he'll play. But that says a lot. I think he'll go. I think Benzema and Griezmann and Mbappe, I think they'll play ahead of him.
Aye.
But he's a no bad guy to bring off the bench anyway. But that just shows you the strength that they've got here. They've got Pogba and Kante. I've seen they've never lost a game in France when they've started together. It's like 20 something games, 26 or 28 games or something like that maybe.
I don't see them losing many games this tournament either.
Nah, I think they've got a tough group to be fair. Portugal and Germany. And you know, see when I was doing my score predictions, I was completely writing off Germany. I thought they were just past it a wee bit. But mate, I seen a photo of 4 of their players celebrating a goal in one of their friendlies the other day. And it was Thomas Muller, Serge Gnabry, Kai Havertz, and might have been Werner or something like that. And I was like, oh, they've actually still got some decent players. I've maybe written them off a bit early.
Sané in that as well. Sané, Kimmich, Goretzka.
I seen Goretzka was struggling with injury, but I think he'll play.
Oh mate, they've got a good team. It's just if they can put it together at the right time. And I'm not writing them off yet. I think if anything, I think all 3 teams in that group, the big teams in that group, will qualify.
Yeah,
obviously because you've got the best third place finishers. So I think they'll all get through. I'd be very, very surprised if they didn't, but time will tell, I suppose.
Nah, even like I quite fancy Hungary to take a point or two off one of them. They've got a sort of decent kind of team, but I think Germany will finish third, but I think they'll go through. Aye. But we'll go next one. We'll go flop of the tournament. It's a team that we don't think will do very well compared to maybe what they've been bigged up to be or where they finished previously. What are you going? You?
Croatia.
Yeah.
I can see us beating them.
So?
By the way, I've just got this thing in my head, and I've said it for like the past few weeks that I see Scotland beating them. They've got a lot of old teams and not enough youngsters, in my opinion. And that's I just think when you compare what they've done at the last World Cup finalists, I don't see them going very far this year at all.
Nah, I don't think they'll go as far as they did. As you say, I think they're getting on a wee bit, aren't they? Who have they? They've still got some good, like Modric, Rakitic, Kovacic. Does Mandzukic, is he still a striker? No, is he still?
I think he's retired for international football.
Oh, is he?
I think so. So they've got guys like Kramaric and that. I don't know, mate. This will be another thing that will come back to bite me in the arse when Croatia are in like the semi-finals.
They've won 8-0 every game.
It's just one of the things. But we're on here to be shot down, aren't we?
I've went Netherlands for my flop. I don't know. It's nothing to do with the Scotland result the other day either.
I want to say they couldn't deal with that Jack Hendry thunderbolt, mate. That set them in the downward spiral.
I don't know. I think they'll miss Van Dijk. I've seen De Ligt is struggling with an injury as well. I've seen there was some injury page on Twitter that was putting up this big profile of all the countries and who was out. And he's doing like an individual program to try and get fit. But I don't know. Again, they've still got some decent players like Croatia, but I don't know. There's just something that I think they'll get out their group.
In reality,
Macedonia, Ukraine.
Holland should go out their group.
Aye. But I just think they'll struggle maybe to get past the quarterfinals or something. Maybe round of 16 or something like that.
Could be right.
The top scorer. This might pain you, mine, but I don't know who you've went. I've went Harry Kane.
I know you would have done that. I think you've done that to just annoy me.
I think England will go quite far. I think they'll get at least semis. And comparing the other teams that I think might be up there with the semis, I don't think. So that I know we are talking about how good France's squad is. I think a lot of them will chip in for goals, but I don't think they've got an out and out not an out and out goal scorer. I don't want to say that because they're all ridiculous players. But like Mbappe's not a pure killer number 9. Griezmann's the same. Benzema, you can argue a case for him being that, but I don't know. I think you look at like maybe Italy, Spain. Who else will be up there? Belgium. It'll probably Lukaku will be their biggest threat, I'd imagine. But I've went Harry Kane. I think they'll get far, and I think he'll do quite well. I'm afraid.
You've got to remember as well, Kane takes the penalties. So that's one thing to think about. And you've got to remember as well that Kane scored majority of his goals when he won the Golden Boot at the World Cup in the group stage. So there's no reason to say that a guy can't win the Golden Boot by totally running the show in the group stage. And that's where I think Lukaku will be the top goal scorer.
Good shout.
I think he'll bag a few of his goals in the group stage. And I think
Denmark, Finland and Russia in their group.
I think Belgium will. They always flatter to deceive Belgium, but don't they? You always say, look at how many good players they've got, and they never really.
Maybe we just go. We expect them just to win 5-0 every game, and then that's not going to happen. But anytime I've watched them, they've always just been like, all right. They've never been unbelievable.
They've never really done. Aye, pretty much, mate. But I would say Lukaku for me. I think. Because I think he'll get a few in the group stage. And then I think their route to the final, I'm not too sure if it's fairly favourable. I'm pretty sure they get the third place in the group of death.
Let me see.
Well, it's not really a group of death because...
Group B. So, first in Group B gets... In fact, first in Group B gets third place in either Group A, D, E or F. So they're getting a third place either way, I think, maybe.
Right, well, further adding to my point then.
That could be a France or a Germany or a Portugal.
Could be.
Depends how the draw goes.
But Lukaku for me. I think if it's a favourable group like it is, and then if they end up being even more favourable draw, I think there's no reason why he couldn't be. I think he takes the penalties for Belgium. I think De Bruyne might have missed a couple. But De Bruyne himself might not actually be playing the first game. I've seen that he's back training, but
I've seen he's just back.
There's no rush to start him. I think their real game will be against Denmark.
Denmark will be their toughest game, eh? Aye.
So you would think. Lukaku for me, mate.
Nice. Last one, mate. Best player. What have you went?
I've kind of. I mean, they normally give it to a player in the country that wins it.
Aye.
And if I'm going to stick with what I think, it's going to be a French player. So I've got it out there as either Mbappe or Kante.
Exactly as me. Exactly as well.
An honourable mention would probably go to De Bruyne. I don't know why I've put that there. As I was looking at it, I was going. Again, just mentioned it. If they get a decent draw, goes far, plays well, he could be up there, particularly if the guys at France don't really pull up any trees and just kind of win to the point where the guys flourish. So, he could be one of the ones.
I've went the same. I've went Kante or Mbappe. I think as the same. I've went like somebody that will be in the winning team. I'd imagine. I think that's usually who it goes to. I think
two favourable guys as well, but when you think about it, eh?
Aye. I've seen people were saying if Kante wins the player of the tournament, is he a shout for Ballon d'Or at the end of the year? But
100%.
I suppose you'd cross that bridge later on. He needs to win it first, but doesn't he?
He's got to do the business this tournament, which I've no doubt that he'll show up. Although the guy tends to show up later on in tournaments, which you need.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
100% is what you need. So that's when most people will notice him when these knockout games come about. So, could be.
Mate, I'm going to add in another one. It's just sprang my mind there when I was looking at my paper.
Fine.
I'll go. Who do we think will finish? So who do you think will be in the final, and then who do you think will be in the third and fourth playoff? So who's your 1, 2, 3, and 4? I'm going to go. I think France will play. I think France will play. I'm going to go Belgium or Portugal. I think we'll get far.
Right. Okay. There's 3 and 4.
So I'm going to go France, number 1. I don't even know if the draw will work out this way, but I'm going to go Belgium in the final with them. And then I think Portugal will be third. And I'm going to go a wee bit left field, mate. I think Italy are going to do quite well. I'm going to go Italy 4.
I think France will win it. I think I think it'll be a repeat of the last Euros. I think France will beat Portugal this time.
Right.
And I think it'll be England and Italy. I don't think Belgium will go to the semis. I don't know. I'll just one of the teams. We've said it before. Flatter to deceive, and I don't think they'll be any different this time.
Nice, mate. Nice. That's I think that's us.
A nice wee preview.
Aye.
Nice wee preview for everybody to get their teeth stuck into.
Short and sweet. So we'll I will get this sorted. We'll stick this out probably tomorrow. Which, well, if you're listening to it, it'll be the day of the Euros.
Yes, get buzzing, troops, get buzzing. Festival of football.
Thank you for listening. Enjoy the Euros, and we will see you probably after it when we're back for London or something.
Aye. More to Scotland.
Cheers.
See you later, troops.